Up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Take it in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Mahomes. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Pull. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, pull. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They go play action here on first down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And some room to maneuver. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Poole forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
17's Mike. Mike 17. And we got to get to the ball. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Let's go, D.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
To throw from his end zone. Pull. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Pull. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Pull. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Campbell. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Poole. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Attack, attack!
58 for Mike.
Attack!
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check safety, check safety. He's coming. Attack!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on second down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Pull. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
That's caught at the 25. That it? And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Pull. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's picked off near his own 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Hey, 15. Easy.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Mahomes takes it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10,
You'll get nothing.
5,
I like it.
touchdown, Indianapolis. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A+ effort right there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
44, Mike, 40, 15. Ready? Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
At the Colts 33-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Pull. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw. Poole. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
58, right over there, yeah, Mike, 58.
Here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, Taylor. They juked him, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.